What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Best Bet Show. As always, I'm your host, MattyChucks, with my co-host AustinsProps. Austin, how are we doing today, bud?
I'm good, man. How we doing?
Doing all right. Can't complain. Just living life, trying to get through these NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. It's almost just baseball season, so it's exciting for me, but I get why everyone else kind of wants other stuff going on. But it's an exciting time. We should have more day game baseball throughout the summer as well. So it's gonna have a full day of stuff, and it's an exciting time. It's almost June. I can't believe time is flying. But either way, we got a full slate today. I
Yeah, we
kind of
do.
want to get I want to get right into it. We usually have been doing these hit parlays, these little builders here and there. We're gonna do something different today. We're gonna do 3 picks here, little fun plays, something we don't usually normally do. Um, and we're gonna do a nerfy, a 2-leg money line parlay, and then one player's hits, runs, and RBIs. We talked about it pre-show. We sound pretty solid with these. How are you feeling about these before we go in?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I mean, if you've been tailing along, we've been one leg off on damn near all our hits, all our builders. Like we've been right there. So figured we'd simplify it. Tried to print out a few winners here. Feel pretty good though.
Yeah, I think our spot's good. And we line shopped a bit. We'll talk about the first play is the nerfy in the Pirates Mariners game at minus 136 on Bet Rivers. Again, get multiple books, line shop, because this book is available in most states that actually have legalized sports betting. It's also like minus 135 on Bet 365. So if you're in Colorado, New Jersey, Ohio, or Virginia, you could bet minus 135, but bet minus 136 on Bet Rivers. Also, I think has the same odds as Barstool. So if you have either book, by all means, go lock this in because we got a low total at 7. Heavy juice to the under. I kind of just love the under overall, but the nerfy sounds pretty solid with this weather and teams.
Well, exactly. With the weather, especially, and a 7-run total is just really low. This is what you try to target for nerfy. So to get it around minus 136 when it's at 150 elsewhere is just good value. You kind of have to play it. And it's the last game of the night too, so it'll be fun to sweat out late night.
I forgot about that. It is the last game of the night. So make sure you go lock that in. I do think that line moves a little bit. First nerfy on the show. We'll see how we do with these. So that's the first one that you're going to lock in. The next one's a little 2-leg money line parlay. Usually hate these, but we couldn't really get around it today. It just makes sense. We're going the Astros and Mets, both on the money line, plus 104 on DraftKings. This is like plus 100 on FanDuel. Basically the same price, but the best line on DraftKings. Astros, Hunter Brown versus Kaprelian. Astros day off. They're like heavy favorites. And the Mets with Scherzer on the bump versus Connor Siebold. Don't overthink it, right?
Yeah, I mean, these are both minus 200 plus for a reason. Like you said, Caprillion versus Hunter Brown. Like, we all know Hunter Brown likely gets this win tonight. I would be shocked if it didn't go as planned. And for the Mets, Scherzer's on the hill. He usually does pretty well against the Rockies. Connor Siebold, I kind of feel like he could get pieced up today. The Mets are starting to kind of get hot. They got some guys that are starting to jump the yard a little bit more. It's just too good a value not to get at plus money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. You got Scherzer. The Mets don't let the boys get hot. Those baby Mets are on their way. They're doing some good things. And the Mets team in general, Pete Alonso, I think he's almost at 20 home runs now. So
He might hit
love the Mets.
60.
What?
He might get 60 of them this year.
Well, he always does that thing like the year after Aaron Judge thing. So he's kind of just, it's like he did with
He's
Rookie of the Year and he beat his home run record. He's going to do the same,
right.
try and beat it this time. That's what
I
he does.
mean, 19 through 51 games is pretty absurd. You know what I mean? If he stays at that pace, he's going to be right around there.
He also just, I think he's in his contract year, is he not? Or did he sign? I
Yeah.
forget.
He has not signed it yet. So, I
He's
mean, he's
playing for that bag. Same with Aaron Judge last year. As a contract year, they're going to show out. That's what they're doing. So we're taking the Astros and the Mets both on the money line, plus 104 on DraftKings. And our last play is Kyle Tucker hits, runs, and RBIs over 1.5, minus 135 on DraftKings. You can play this on DraftKings or any DFS app. Really, I think most of them have this play. Sleeper, I think, does. Underdog, and those guys may have it. I haven't really checked the boards, but I assume it's on there. Minus 135. We think the Astros are going to win. We just talked about it. I think Kyle Tucker helps out with that. With this lineup, he can get an RBI single. He can get a hit, a sac fly later. He can hit a nuke. There's a lot of ways you can do this.
There's a ton of ways this one can go over, and it's more just fading James Caprillion. You know what I mean? Everyone's on his over earned runs. It's correlated. It just makes a ton of sense. And I mean, we're one swing of the bat, and he's over this.
Yeah, it's I love it. I love the Astros today. So it's a little bit of a double dip, but not really because Kyle Tucker can still get this and the Astros can lose. And also the Astros can win and Kyle Tucker doesn't even need to show up. So it is what it is. I love, honestly, the value here. A lot of other guys are at super juiced, like minus 160. You're getting Kyle Tucker's a sneaky power hitter. He hits for good. And he's also, I think, 2 for 5 versus Capelli in lifetime as well. So a little RBI single never hurt nobody.
Definitely. And he's batting fifth in the lineup, so he should see 4 at bats. I
Yeah.
mean, upside to maybe get 5 if they run it up. There's just a lot of ways, like we said, that he goes over. I think it's a great spot at 135.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of similar spots have been at like 150, so the fact that we get it at 135 is a pretty solid line.
exactly. The 3 plays again: Pirates, Mariners, Nerfy, Astros, Mets, 2-leg moneyline parlay, and Kyle Tucker hits, runs, RBIs. I think we're cashing all 3 of these. I'm playing. I'm probably gonna. I think I could parlay these on DraftKings, all 4 of them. So we're gonna see. It's a little fun stuff for us. We love doing on the show. Let us know if you like when we do this stuff on the show instead of the other stuff. We want your feedback and your interaction. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And if all 3 of these hit, let's do $50 giveaway to one random comment again. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to you.
Let's
Right?
do it. Yeah, I love it.
All right, so that's this episode of the Best Bet Show. We'll catch you guys next week after we cash this. Peace out and enjoy your weekend.